back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. If this is your first time, welcome. Glad you can be here. Back at Mom's house today. It's a rainy day, came by. She made me a tea, homemade banana bread, a turkey sandwich. I should come here every day and shoot videos, I swear. So, what I'm going to get at today, now Moan is an artist we have had on the channel once before as Oxymoron on that track with Mooch, BX, and Converse. This track here is something is basically his passion project. He reached out to me and said it was very special to him, and he wanted me to take a look. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump in, give this a listen. Without further ado, let's jump right in, see what it's all about.
Everyday racism, what should we do? Racism is a business. For centuries, it has underpinned global economic exploitation. And like any successful business idea, it needs great marketing, PR, and advertising to ensure lasting success. And that marketing affects everyone. Let me give you an example.
I mean, we've talked about it a bunch of times on this channel, man. When it comes to this constant separation that seems to be happening more now than ever. When we should be coming together, we're getting further apart. And through this channel, I mean, not that I didn't recognize it before, but through this channel itself, I really have seen nothing but love, and that comes from all races, creed, color, sex. It doesn't matter. I've shown everyone nothing but love, and I got nothing but love back. So when we're constantly berated by this idea that everyone's racist and everybody hates each other and everyone should be locking hordes and hitting heads, I just don't get it, man. There's this veil pulled over people's eyes. And like this cat said, I don't know who it was who's been being interviewed, but says like, hey, to keep racism alive, you need to market that shit. You need to present it as this is something that, keep everyone hating each other. Sad state of affairs, man. It really is.
Marketing affects everyone. Let me give you an example.
Check. Ultranationalism, spot the difference. She wants my baby, yet her family's Christian. She's equal parts, yet she does the dishes. A million mobilized, there's war civilians. Edward Colston, now he sleeps with fishes. Contest some more and then we'll trigger difference. Illuminate the skies and break the system. Let's fumigate the lies and print the vision. This what tradition, fracking.
That's pretty. I like that bar, man. Like fumigate the lies. And when I said how I started this video, but like the separation, this breeding, this separation, this, making us believe or making us hate people, or making us believe that there's this overwhelming hate when there really is so much love at the same time. But forever we're told there's nothing but hate, and we're tattooed, man. Our brains are tattooed all the time by all this negative shit in newspapers and television and television news. Like it's constant all the time. So that's a pretty strong bar, man.
Contest some more and then we'll trigger difference. Illuminate the skies and break the system. Let's fumigate the lies and print the vision. This what tradition, fracking like an ego driven. My rendition, fighting fit in high condition. You get a kicking, correspond with expeditions. Extradition, joke upon the legal system. Take commission, the slave is in our inhibition. To my suspicion, a baby black and born in prison. Or cold physician, to limit lives like it's judicious. Black of the berry, sweet and delicious. Committing killings, you jealous right cause I don't fit in. Kinda distant, poverty is reminiscent. Kinda stricken, the middle class with no cognition. Young, dumb and easy jumping on the warping rail. White youth always speak patois. When you're about as black as a white man far. You went to high stores and a la-di-da. You did a gap year and went real far. You fakers adjacent, you wanna be blatant. Can't step in my pavement, oppression is fragrant. Life is the basic of statements. Free will ain't no joke if complacent. So you think that your battle's woke? 6ix9ine went to pen, then he woke up choked. Drake is an industry puppet smoke. Major labels died cause they sold our souls.
The connection between people who look like me and drug dealing has been serious.
Their unity is being looked down upon as something that shouldn't be happening, and harshly judged. I'm going to bring it back here just a tiny bit. I want to catch some of the stuff he says right when he's dancing there, when they're doing their first dance, just to be sure I catch everything.
Is the basic of statements. Free will ain't no joke if complacent. So you think that your battle's woke? 6ix9ine went to pen, then he woke up choked. Drake is an industry puppet smoke. Major labels died cause they sold our souls.
The connection between people who look like me and drug dealing has been seared into my mind thanks to a lifetime of advertising campaigns like this. And the system that sells racism is doing a fantastic job.
Fascists and racists won't step in my pavement, you blatant fugazi.
There is that constant kind of reinforcement image of like the thug life, in terms of like this cat saying like this idea that everyone who looks like me is a drug dealer or whatever, or this idea that if you see a young black guy driving a car, then he must be a drug dealer. That's something that is, that is perpetuated and continued and is allowed to continue to germinate and become something. And when you're constantly told as a young person that you hear this type of shit, that type of stuff, it has a very detrimental effect on people, both ways. If you grow up in a racist household and your dad always tells you that, or if you see a young black guy driving a car, he's either a drug dealer or a professional athlete or something. If that's the kind of stuff you grew up with, then you start to believe that shit.
Blatant, can't step in my pavement. Oppression is fragrant. Life is the basic of statements. Free will ain't no joke if complacent. So you think that your battle's woke? 6ix9ine went to pen, then he woke up choked. Drake is an industry puppet smoke. Major labels died cause they sold our souls.
The connection between people who look like me and drug dealing has been seared into my mind thanks to a lifetime.
I guess what he's getting at there, because he talks about the music industry died because they sold our souls. Take that as a number of ways, and a lot of people felt like one of the biggest mistakes Drake ever did was to sign a record deal, because once he did that, he became a completely different artist. His music quality took a nosedive, and he became more of, became very rich and a lot of radio play and shit. But at the same time, I think that's not what Moan is getting at. I think Moan is getting at the fact that hip hop is very much a music of the inner city, the music of the streets. It's very much a way of life. I think Moan is saying it's like they took this, they took something that was created by black culture and watered it down, sold, a lot of artists sold their soul, just did what they were told to, watered down hip hop, making this pop hip hop stuff, and sold their own souls to create something that can be easily digested by mass populations of people who don't want conscious hip hop. They don't want to be listening to anything with a message. It's just they want to be able to bob their head to something that makes them or get them on the dance floor or something. So I'm thinking that's what he means by that statement. But I could be wrong, as you know. Sometimes I reach at straws and I miss, but let's keep going.
Between people who look like me and drug dealing has been seared into my mind thanks to a lifetime of advertising campaigns like this. And the system that sells racism is doing a fantastic job.
Fascists and racists won't step in my pavement. You blatant fugazes, I flirt like I'm crazy. I'm not South Asian, baby. Yeah, the Africans, baby. Fascists and racists won't step in my pavement. You blatant fugazes, I flirt like I'm crazy. I'm not South Asian, baby. Yeah, the Africans, baby. Stay silent, you fight for the violent. Think twice when you buy from the tyrants. Education is run by the pirates. Acts of violence and legislate diamonds. Segregation drips in my nation. Cut ties, middle class pagans. Colonization, a method of taking. It's not yours to claim it forsaken.
I'm yet to see a child called Tim or Paul laugh in shame as they introduce themselves.
Yeah. Fascists and racists won't step in my pavement. You blatant fugazes, I flirt like I'm crazy. I'm that South Asian baby. Yeah, the Africans baby. Fascists and racists won't step in my pavement. You blatant fugazes, I flirt like I'm crazy. I'm that South Asian baby. Yeah, the Africans baby. How dare you? What the hell? How dare you? What? Make me sick! Sick! What do you want?
I mean, that last part there kind of makes sense to what I was saying, because like the judge is screaming at the white lady, basically giving her shit, taking her to task over marrying somebody who isn't like her, marrying another white person. So it makes a whole lot of sense what I was saying there. Cool production on the song, enjoyed that. There was a lot of, I could see why being of mixed race and having to deal with a lot of things that Moan had to deal with growing up, why this song is special to him. It's a message that he wanted to get, the message that was very close to his heart, and one that he wanted to get out. So I can see you can see that passion in this song and in his lyrics. I don't know if that's actually his wife. It could be. I'm not 100% sure. But if that's his real wife, that may be also something that he's had to deal with as well. It's something that he, not only did he have to grow up being treated differently because of being of mixed race, he's had to deal with maybe family members or her family members not really liking the union, or not approving of the union because he isn't white or that she is white. So it says a lot about where we're headed as a society, and we need to put the brakes on that shit sooner rather than later and start loving each other like we're meant to. So speaking of loving each other, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I love you all, and I love you coming here, checking out the channel. Until the next video, stay safe and be good to each other.